to a brand new episode of Coming Distractions brought to you by the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Demetrius.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're back. This episode is all about Hotel Artemis. Now, Demetrius, you just saw this movie. I have not. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on this one. This is, just give people an idea of what the hell we're talking about. This is... where's my Wikipedia? This is the American dystopian action crime thriller written and directed by Drew Pearce. Stars Jodie Foster, Sterling K. Brown, Sophia Boutella, Jeff Goldblum, Brian Tyree Henry, Jenny Slade, Dave Bautista, and Zachary Quinto. Okay, so tell us what the general, that didn't really tell you anything, but tell us what the general premise is and then your general thoughts on it.
All right, general premise is it's set in the year 2028. The LA riots have blown up again and everything is in a police state. I mean, it's chaos outside. And the biggest thing about Hotel Artemis is that it is a cross between the hotel in John Wick and Smoking Aces. So
okay.
There's that one floor in the building where a nurse, Jodie Foster, houses and takes in criminals who pay a yearly membership fee in order to come to this hotel whenever something happens to them. So if they get shot or something blows up in their face or whatever,
it's all medical though.
Right. It is all medical. And there are several rules, just like in John Wick, that they have to follow in order to be a part of this membership. And once you get to know some of the characters, you realize that Jodie Foster is the main character. And when I first saw it, I thought it was Sterling K. Brown because the movie opens up with him.
Yeah, of course.
And no, it's centered around her, and it's a very small, contained 1990s type movie that the action doesn't really come until like the last 15 minutes of the movie. But it's
does that hurt the movie?
No, because you've become invested in who the characters are because you actually want to know more about them, but then it's like a tease throughout the entire time.
Right.
The level of development starts at Jodie Foster, then at Sterling K. Brown, and then it goes down and down as you go to the ancillary characters. Mm-hmm. And I mean, you get more Drax in this than you do normally.
Okay. I think Dave Bautista's, he's on a fucking tear, man. That's all
no,
right.
but I mean, he's good because he stays within his lane as far as his acting ability, and he's really straightforward, straight laced. But the looming threat is the crime boss who not only owns half the city, if not all of it, but the hotel itself.
And that's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. He's been hurt and he's on his way. And so there are his son, Zachary Quinto, is blocking off.
Wow, that casting is actually pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, see, he's not Siler in this.
No, I know, but just like looks wise, like that's not bad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess to see that. But anyways, they start to seal off the building so that no one can get in or get out while the Wolf King is there. And there's a lot of there's a MacGuffin within it, and that's not the main focus. If you watch the trailer, it is not what is like the looming threat or the thing that even anyone is really truly thinking about. So that's right. A misdirect as all can be. But yeah, it's something that Jodie Foster would definitely be at home at, especially like in the 1990s. Sophia Boutella is kind of awesome, knowing that she started in Kingsman, and she's progressed in not only in her action chops, but in actually her acting chops.
I think she was in something before that, but yeah, that's kind of where I think kind of mainstream. Yeah, kind of mainstream. Yeah,
because after that it was like The Mummy, wasn't it?
Yeah, but she was like, I want to say she was like a pretty popular dancer in like music videos or something like that, which is why she's like always plays sort of like action, kind of real physical roles.
She's an assassin in this one.
Makes sense.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Charlie Day, I can't take him seriously at all.
I don't think he ever should be taken seriously because it's fucking Charlie Day.
Because he's a hardcore gangster.
I do not accept that.
It was like the other end of the spectrum for him, so I really couldn't do it. But Yeah, I would say see it. Don't rush out to see it, but it's I was there with this guy Harry Crossland from another network, and he called it one of the best palate cleansers of the summer from the sci-fi and superhero movie genres that we've been
that's a fair. That's I think
so yeah, like you get brought down to earth, and you get a real personal story of this nurse, and you just want to see how people either die or if they survive. So,
okay, a couple of questions before I ask you what your score is. Is the action worth the wait? Because you said earlier that it was similar to Smoking Aces. Is the action as good as Smoking Aces?
It's all close quarters, hand-to-hand combat.
Okay, that's fine. Yes. That's fine. But so, is it fun? I guess is probably my real question.
It's something that you need to see because you've been prepped for it properly, especially for Sophia Boutella's character. Mm-hmm. And then, the Dave Bautista, his name in the movie is Everest because he's as big as a mountain.
Yeah.
And he takes that to he's big.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see him get ready to do what he's going to do.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, it's worth it, because you're right at that time, you're just waiting to see how is this going to end? Who's going to die? Who's going to survive? And there's a mid-credit scene that you need to see for something that it doesn't lead to a sequel or anything like that, but it fleshes out the story just a little bit more.
Okay. So out of 5, what's your score?
I would give it a 4. It was fun to see something that is in the John Wick world without actually being John Wick. And the idea that criminals have stories too, other than just the heroes. And, there's a surprise situation that's thrown in there, and there is honor among thieves so long as you keep your mouth shut.
Right. Okay. All right. There you go. 4 out of 5 for Hotel Artemis. And we will see you guys next time on Coming Distractions.
See ya.
Bye. You're watching the Nerdpocalypse YouTube channel. Make sure you click that button to subscribe and check out our weekly podcast where we talk about movie, TV, news, tech, and weird stories from around the internet.